For many seniors, mornings seem simple: a glass of water, a light breakfast, maybe a walk around the house. Yet beneath this quiet start lies a powerful turning point that can shape how your body ages. After 60, the muscles in your legs become more fragile, circulation slows, and stubborn belly fat begins to creep in silently, raising the risk of clogged arteries and sudden stroke. What you choose to do in those first minutes after waking can either protect you or push you further into decline. Science now shows that your morning routine is not just about comfort, it's about survival. Muscles respond differently after 60. They demand the right fuel and the right rhythm to stay strong. Skip breakfast or reach for the wrong foods, and your body may pull energy from muscle tissue instead of fat, leaving your legs weaker and your belly heavier. Over time, this isn't just a matter of appearance, it's a matter of independence, mobility, and health. But here is the hopeful truth. A single habit practiced each morning can reverse this tide. It can help keep your legs firm and capable, support smooth blood flow, and even prevent the silent buildup that threatens your heart and brain. This is not about quick fixes or miracle pills. It's about one mindful choice that works with your body, not against it. And when you learn it, you'll see why countless seniors regret not making this change sooner. The decline of leg strength after 60 is not a sudden event. It's a slow and silent process called sarcopenia. Starting around midlife, the body gradually loses muscle fibers, especially in the legs, which bear the weight of every step you take. Without the right fuel and stimulation in the morning, this natural process accelerates. What feels like just getting older is often the result of missing the signals your muscles are desperately sending. Compounding the problem is the way metabolism changes with age. After 60, your muscles don't process glucose as efficiently, and circulation slows. Instead of being delivered smoothly to nourish your tissues, energy lingers in the bloodstream, often being stored as fat around the belly. This abdominal fat doesn't just change appearance, it releases inflammatory chemicals that stiffen arteries, making every heartbeat work harder. The chain reaction is clear, weaker muscles, heavier belly, tighter blood vessels. This is why mornings matter so much. Overnight, your body has fasted for hours. Muscles are primed either to be rebuilt with the right nutrients or to be broken down for energy if they don't receive them. Choose poorly in the morning, and you feed the cycle of weakness, fat storage, and clogged circulation. Choose wisely, and you break that cycle before it begins. The truth is, the first steps you take each morning decide more than how your day feels. They decide whether your legs remain strong enough to carry you through life, or whether age quietly steals that strength away. For many seniors, mornings have become a routine of convenience rather than intention. A cup of coffee to wake up, maybe a slice of bread with jam, or sometimes nothing at all. These habits feel harmless, yet they quietly set the stage for weakness, belly fat, and poor circulation. Skipping breakfast is one of the most damaging mistakes after 60. When the body wakes from a long fast, muscles are already low on energy. Without fuel, the body begins breaking down protein from muscle tissue, particularly in the legs, to create energy. Over time, this daily erosion leads to noticeable weakness, shaky steps, and loss of balance. Another common misstep is relying on sugary fruits first thing in the morning, like ripe mangoes, watermelon, or dried raisins. While sweet and refreshing, these fruits flood the bloodstream with sugar too quickly. Instead of being absorbed by muscles, much of that sugar ends up stored as belly fat. This not only increases weight around the midsection, but also drives inflammation that stiffens arteries and slows circulation to the legs. Even choices that seem light, such as flavored yogurts or packaged cereals, can backfire. Hidden sugars and processed carbs spike blood sugar, only to crash it later, leaving you drained, hungry, and more likely to overeat. The truth is simple. What feels like a quick fix in the morning often plants the seeds of long-term decline. Recognizing these silent mistakes is the first step toward reclaiming stronger legs, a healthier belly, and better circulation. If mistakes can slowly weaken the body, then the right choices each morning can do the opposite: rebuild, protect, and strengthen. The first meal after waking is not just about satisfying hunger. It is an opportunity to guide your metabolism in the right direction. For seniors over 60, this means choosing foods that preserve muscle, support circulation, and prevent belly fat from taking control. A balanced morning should always include protein, eggs, Greek yogurt without added sugar, or even a small portion of salmon can provide the amino acids your muscles crave after a night of fasting. Protein not only protects against muscle breakdown, but also helps stabilize blood sugar, preventing the dangerous spikes and crashes that feed belly fat. Fruits can also be powerful allies if chosen wisely. Citrus fruits like oranges or grapefruits supply vitamin C, which strengthens blood vessel walls and keeps circulation flowing. Apples, with their soluble fiber, help regulate blood sugar and improve digestion, reducing the strain on your heart. Kiwi or bananas, rich in potassium and magnesium, protect against cramps and support steady muscle contractions, making every step stronger and more confident. Pairing these foods with a glass of warm water can further aid hydration and circulation, helping your legs feel lighter and more energized. This is the opposite of the sugary or empty choices that sabotage health. It's a deliberate step toward building a body that still feels capable, even decades after 60. When mornings begin with these mindful habits, your legs are not just surviving, they are preparing to carry you with strength and independence for years to come. Food fuels your body, but movement is what truly awakens it. After 60, the legs respond best not to intense exercise, but to consistent, gentle stimulation. Just 10 to 15 minutes of the right morning activity can transform stiff joints into fluid steps, encourage healthy blood flow, and remind muscles that they are still needed. Start with simple leg lifts or marching in place. These low-impact moves activate major leg muscles, wake up circulation, and prepare the body for the day without strain. Pair them with controlled breathing. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly to increase oxygen delivery and reduce morning fatigue. This simple act of mindful breathing nourishes both body and mind, calming the nervous system while strengthening your heart. Stepping outside for a few minutes of sunlight can be equally powerful. Morning light triggers vitamin D production, which supports bone density and muscle health, two essential pillars of strong legs. Sunlight also helps reset the body's internal clock, improving sleep quality, energy levels, and balance. The beauty of these practices is their accessibility. You don't need a gym, expensive equipment, or youthful endurance. A chair for balance, a quiet room, or a small patch of sunlight is enough. Done consistently, these habits prevent stiffness, reduce the risk of falls, and keep the legs resilient. When combined with nourishing food, these simple movements complete the morning routine, a foundation that supports strength, circulation, and independence for life. At first glance, weak legs, a growing belly, and stroke risk may seem like separate problems. In truth, they are tightly linked by the same hidden processes happening inside the body. Understanding this connection can turn a vague worry into a clear reason to change your morning routine. When belly fat accumulates, especially deep around the waist, it doesn't just sit there harmlessly. This type of fat is metabolically active. It releases chemicals that inflame blood vessels and stiffen arteries. Stiff arteries make it harder for blood to circulate, forcing the heart to pump with greater effort. The legs, being the farthest point from the heart, often feel the impact first: slower healing, more cramps, and constant heaviness. Meanwhile, the same inflammation that hardens arteries also accelerates muscle loss. Your legs not only receive less oxygen and nutrients, but they also lose the very fibers that give them strength. Over time, this creates a dangerous cycle. Weaker muscles make activity harder, reduced activity adds more belly fat, and both raise the chance of stroke. This is why mornings are so crucial. Choices made at the start of each day can either feed this destructive cycle or interrupt it. By fueling muscles, improving circulation, and limiting the triggers of belly fat, you give your body the tools to break free from decline. For seniors, the connection is clear. Protect your legs each morning, and you are also protecting your heart, your brain, and your independence. The good news is that decline is not destiny. Even after 60, the body still has remarkable ability to repair, rebuild, and regain strength if given the right signal each morning. That signal does not need to be complicated. In fact, research shows that a single, consistent habit at the start of your day can break the downward spiral of weak legs, belly fat, and poor circulation. What is this habit? It is choosing to nourish before depletion. By giving your muscles protein and supportive nutrients within the first hour of waking, you stop the body from breaking itself down for fuel. Instead of losing muscle fibers, you begin preserving and even rebuilding them. This protects leg strength and stability. At the same time, pairing that protein with smart fruits like citrus for blood vessel elasticity or apples for blood sugar control prevents fat from collecting around the belly. The combination improves circulation, lowers inflammation, and ensures that energy flows where it is needed most into the muscles of your legs. This is not about adding more complexity to your life. It is about one intentional act, repeated daily, that reshapes how your body responds to aging. Just as the wrong morning choices set off a chain reaction of weakness, the right choice creates a ripple of strength, energy, and protection. With this habit, mornings no longer steal from you, they give back, and each day becomes a new opportunity to reclaim independence. Step by step. Not every food that seems healthy in the morning actually supports your legs or circulation. In fact, some of the most common breakfast choices for seniors quietly sabotage strength, increase belly fat, and place extra stress on the heart. Knowing what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to add. Sugary fruits top the list, while mangoes, pineapples, and watermelon may taste refreshing. Their high sugar load rushes into the bloodstream, causing spikes and crashes. Muscles rarely absorb this excess energy, which means it often gets stored as fat around the belly. Over time, this pattern weakens the legs and fuels inflammation that stiffens arteries. Packaged cereals and flavored yogurts pose another hidden danger. Marketed as light or healthy, they often carry more sugar than a dessert. Instead of fueling muscles, they flood the body with empty calories, leaving you hungrier and weaker by mid-morning. Even fruit juices, especially those from cartons, strip away the fiber that slows sugar absorption. What's left is essentially liquid sugar, which stresses the pancreas, encourages fat storage, and fails to support long-term muscle strength. And then there's the habit of skipping breakfast altogether. While it may feel like discipline, it tells the body to use muscle protein for energy, accelerating the very decline most seniors are trying to avoid. The reality is clear. The wrong choices in the morning don't just waste an opportunity, they actively push the body toward weakness, belly fat, and higher stroke risk. Recognizing these traps is the first step in protecting your health. If some foods silently steal your strength, others can become your greatest allies. The right morning choices don't just fill your stomach, they send a message to your body. Preserve muscle, protect arteries, reduce fat. For seniors, this message is the key to keeping legs strong and maintaining independence. Protein-rich foods should always be at the center of your first meal. Eggs, unsweetened Greek yogurt, or a slice of salmon provide the amino acids your muscles crave after hours of fasting. These proteins act like building blocks, repairing tissue and slowing the natural loss of leg strength. Certain fruits add an extra layer of protection. Citrus fruits, like oranges or grapefruits, are packed with vitamin C, which helps blood vessels stay flexible and supports healthy circulation. Apples provide soluble fiber that stabilizes blood sugar, reducing the spikes that lead to belly fat. Kiwi and bananas, rich in potassium and magnesium, are natural protectors against cramps and muscle fatigue. Whole grains, when chosen wisely, can also play a role. A small bowl of plain oatmeal, topped with seeds or berries, releases energy slowly and keeps you full without overloading your system with sugar. Combined with protein and fruit, it creates a balanced breakfast that fuels the legs and calms the belly. These choices are not exotic or complicated. They are everyday foods that, when used with intention, transform the way your body feels and functions. Start your day with them, and you'll notice stronger steps, lighter energy, and greater resilience over time. As the years pass, many seniors come to believe that weakness, belly fat, and declining health are inevitable companions of aging. But the truth is far more hopeful. Each new morning gives you the chance to choose differently to protect your legs, keep circulation flowing, and reclaim the energy that aging tries to take away. It is not about drastic diets or exhausting routines. It is about one intentional habit fueling your body wisely at the start of each day. With the right foods, gentle movement, and sunlight, you give your muscles the support they need, your arteries the flexibility they crave, and your heart the relief it deserves. This habit becomes more than a routine. It becomes a shield against decline. Think of your legs not only as the foundation of mobility, but as the guardians of independence. Every strong step is a reminder that age does not define ability. With mindful choices, your body can still surprise you, carrying you further than you imagined, with less pain and more confidence. So tomorrow morning, before the rush of the day begins, pause and remember what you do in the first hour can shape the rest of your life. Choose strength over weakness, nourishment over neglect, and hope over decline. Your future is still in your hands one morning. One habit, one strong step at a time, at a